know what? It is heated up. The weather is beautiful, and I know sometimes you're looking for something light, maybe something a little al fresco that you can have on a gorgeous evening. Well, David Rocco has the solution. Come on in here. I know I said it's hot here, but it's probably not as hot as where you just were. You've had quite an adventure. So before we get to your recipe today, tell us, what have you been up to?
Well, I was shooting my new series in Africa, so I was there with the family and my crew family.
Wow.
We were in Kenya, Tanzania, Zanzibar. It's pretty amazing.
That must have been phenomenal.
Yeah.
So 3 countries, you always bring your whole family, don't you?
Well, we were in Italy for sure, India and Africa, I thought. It's like once in a lifetime trip.
Yeah.
So, and my wife was like, no, you're not going without us.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
bring the family on a safari was something we needed to do for sure.
Oh my goodness, we're going to have to sit down and exchange notes about this, because I love the idea of taking your family on adventures like
and
that.
You just got back.
Yes, yes. We did a little bit of south of France.
Amazing.
We did some London, and I applauded them. At 9 and 6 years old, it's good to know that they can actually kind of roll with the punches.
Yeah, and you see them
And with
grow.
the airline delays, and with us not knowing where we're going in the standard car that my husband hasn't driven in 20 years.
Nice.
And
the tight
all
roads.
That stuff. Yeah, so it was good. It was a great experience for all of us.
Well, thanks for getting the water going.
Oh, no problem. It's the least I can do. So what are you going to be making today?
So, you know, springtime, summertime, vegetables are in full bloom, and they're ready to go, just to be picked off the vines and to start. So, you know, I'm a pasta freak. I love my pasta. You
There's
change
nothing
the sauce.
wrong with
nothing
that.
wrong, right? So, you know, you change the sauce, and you suddenly have a whole different meal. So I was told, keep knives away from Tracy. So I have some vegetables already chopped, Tracy.
Thank goodness
you just
for our
have
producer.
to scoop
That is
and
so
throw it.
good.
No, a little birdie came in and said,
yes,
knives away from Tracy.
What do you want, zucchini?
Yeah, so before you put that in, we're going to just create a flavor base. Now, sometimes, you know, when you make your sauce, you almost need that kind of salty hit, but that natural kind of different flavor profile. So anchovy paste, capers, olives, I mean, really great things to really offset that sweetness of the garden vegetables. So
they all have punches of flavor,
yeah, they all
right?
have punches, and you know, it's really strange. I don't know about you, but my kids love that kind of salty hit of capers, and they, you know, broccoli's like no, because it's green. Well, they've passed that stage now, but when they're younger, capers, yes. Like the strangest things, anchovies, yes, because it's that saltiness that they absolutely love.
Because Daddy's a chef.
Yeah.
It's like their palate is a little bit more.
No, and Daddy would have this. You're eating it, kids. No. Not true, no. I see eyes widening.
You sound a little bit like my husband.
Well, it's kind of like, you know, the Italian old school, right?
Yeah,
so we have our garlic and anchovy, capers.
Yep.
So
nice and salty, some olives.
Okay, and now anchovy paste. You know, sometimes people don't like anchovies.
Yeah.
I say, no, there's no anchovies in here, and I always put a dab because it just gives a lot of extra flavor to a sauce, even a simple tomato sauce.
Right.
Add a little.
I used to be very anti anchovies, but for some reason, I think it's an acquired taste. Like over the years, I think I want more flavor with my food, and anchovies will do that. It's such a punch of saltiness.
Yeah, so this is. It's coming on,
You let me know when you're ready for my roll over here.
We just want to,
because I spent a lot of time cutting these up.
You did.
So I want to make sure we use them.
It was.
They're all perfect.
Well, you got the pasta going, so that was great.
Yes.
Okay, and so do your kids cook?
Yeah, you know what? Here's the thing. Cooking with kids, we always say on the show, oh, get the kids in the kitchen. It's going to be so awesome. You know what? They slow everything down, okay? They slow everything down.
That's why I chopped everything for Tracy.
And they don't do it right, but I'm trying to be better about bringing them into the kitchen and having them help, because we know that when they do help, they want to eat all of the food.
Absolutely.
So they cook. They're doing it little by little. They're helping. They make their own lunches now, which, like, hallelujah. I hate making lunches.
So now we can throw in the zucchini.
Go for it.
So we have just zucchini, green zucchini, yellow zucchini, eggplant. It all goes in.
It's all about using what's fresh right now,
and you know, if you don't like eggplant, or you only have zucchini, sometimes you have those wonderful zucchini flowers. Don't throw them out. You know, growing up when we were kids, as the token Italian immigrants on the street, those zucchini flowers were always thrown out at the local farm. My mom would go and kind of play the part, oh, we just kind of like flowers. And she'd take them back and throw them into pasta, and they're so fantastic. So throw
Smart
all
mommy.
but now the farmers have caught on, you know? It's like now they're no one's fool. So we're just sauteing this.
Waste not, want not is what everyone should be doing, because we waste a little bit too much.
Yeah, so this should be on high heat, clearly.
Yeah.
And now tomatoes right in, and you're just going to saute this for about 10 minutes. You can put a splash of wine. And I always, really good tip, guys, always use your pasta water, because in that pasta water there's some great starch.
Right.
And it kind of thickens up your sauce, and it's so important. And then you finish cooking your pasta always in your sauce.
Okay, and that's what you're doing here. And so when this is all simmered together, you get this gorgeousness right here, fresh flavors. And then you mix it with your pasta.
That's right. So always pre-al dente, and you finish cooking your pasta in the sauce.
So much al dente, like it must be. Yeah, that's a major rule with this guy.
No,
it has to be, right?
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Any of these flavors, did you bring any of this back from your experiences in Africa?
Yeah, it's a good question. Africans, they love their meat, and also that's what they have mostly available. Like in Ethiopia, when we were there, is the injera. It was a lot. We were there during fasting season, so you know, I threw in some flavors. It was a kind of a cross-cultural kind of exchange.
It would be.
Yeah,
it would be
amazing.
cross-cultural.
Yeah.
So many different communities are living there.